this feeling at my feet, rushing up through me, about to take my body over and bring me to ecstasy. Outside it's so cold, pour me to my soul, love me from inside and make me feel like I can lose control. Static on my screen, madness in my dreams, painted smiles on lovers' faces, they're not what they seem. High above the clouds, where the sun is always out, on a platform made of glass, and shadows falling out from under me. Catch the light in the darkness of the night, like a million flashing stars as we fall from this ghastly height, down to the ground below, where the skeletons elope. And the greatest pain of being without is something I hope you never know. Run up my spine, terror in my mind. All this world is moving forward, I'm falling behind. Unrelenting guilt, handcrafted and well built. Freedom sounds too far beyond, but the devil understands how I feel. Up in Centerdale, sirens up and down the street. In the field right near my house, there were syringe needles at your feet. We didn't know what the fuck they were back then. We were innocent, we kick them around. In school we learned about things like that. In a textbook like that never happens. We'd be outside a crack house, waiting for my friend's brother to come back out. When he did, his eyes were empty as hell, like his brain had a blackout. We'd be like, Jay, why you acting weird? He'd look up in the sky like Jesus talking, and we just thought he was a strange person, because that shit seemed to happen often. I was like 9, I was into the Beatles. My older cousin was into needles. Came outside in the middle of the night with a gun to his head and a look so evil, screaming, come watch the end. Some shit I could not comprehend, and those are the things that come to my brain when I start to think about way back when. Junkie, where I come from, don't matter what you an addict from. Junkie, born with it in your veins, something like knowing how to run. Junkie, no thing you won't do for that one evil thing that owns you. Junkie, when your reflection won't look back in your direction. 8th grade, I started smoking marijuana, shit had me open. I had friends who were laced with angel, laced with coke and laced with opium. Even though I had a head on my shoulders, I was guilty by association. That means when they sparked it up, I was down for whatever, man. I didn't say shit, I guess that I really couldn't see back then. The monster inside my friends, they had no place to turn that would make it feel as good as when the ember burned. What do you do when your best friend looks at you and asks you, man, do you trust me? Take these mushrooms and you just peek for a little while, it won't make you a custody. I saw fear in the face of a line. I saw the end of space and time. I saw my friends for what they were. I saw Lucy in the sky with diamonds. When I came down, I left the scene, but my friend's engine kept the steam. I hopped off of the railroad crossing and they rode on the American dream. Junkie, where I come from, don't matter what you an addict from. Junkie, born with it in your veins, something like knowing how to run. Junkie, no thing you won't do for that one evil thing that owns you. Junkie, when your reflection won't look back in your direction. I remember my best friend, one of the very last times I saw him, pulled out a bag of heroin, and line by line he built his coffin. I was so fucked up, I went home and locked myself in the room all alone. That's when I first knew I was a junkie, cause every time that a friend called my phone, I would not leave cause I needed to write. For me to make a song, I would bleed, I would fight. Up all hours, I would tweak in the night. That's one thing that made me feel right. My mom asked me if I was on drugs, and I said no, but maybe I was. At the end of the night, I was wide awake with a pad and a pen, and that was my buzz. I stopped eating and talking to friends. When they spoke to me, it didn't make sense. Maybe it was in my blood all along, or maybe I needed to feel like him. Eyes roll back in my head, take a deep breath, then let go. Lose my fucking sanity. Right about then, that's when I know. Junkie, where I come from, don't matter what you an addict from. Junkie, born with it in your veins, something like knowing how to run. Junkie, no thing you won't do for that one evil thing that owns you. Junkie, when your reflection won't look back in your direction. I know I'm rough around the edges, eyes of a monster. I got mirrors at home. I only come over to your place when it's late at night or your parents aren't home. I know I got awful habits and ugly stories that are worse than my appearance alone. Your mom was asking if you'd been out with me when she did your laundry and smelled my cologne. And that's one part my sweat, one part yours. One part Mary Jane and bedroom floors. Found a couple hits of acid in your pocket, and she don't need to ask you where you got it. You come from money and private schools. The cops are looking for me, can I confide in you? I robbed a couple houses, but what's that got to do with the way that I feel about you? How could you bring me home to your mama? Looking like this, looking like this. She'll know I'm a bad influence. How could you bring me home to your dad and expect a good night kiss, good night kiss? He'll know I'm a bad influence. Bad influence. 3 a.m. tapping on your window. Spent a couple days and I'm going crazy. Your dad says you're grounded till you're 18 and you should stay far away from me. You think that I could crawl through your window? Will you lay with me? Cause I've been waiting here patiently. I'm sorry that I get you in trouble when we're walking around and people see your face with me. I sold my gun cause there might have been some bodies on it. I promise I'll stop selling everything besides chronic. Your mom has a lot to say about me, but I'm honest. I feel like one day all of that'll be behind us. I think your dad is on his way down the stairs. He probably heard me laughing and he's coming for my head. So until he goes back upstairs and turn the lights off, I'll be the monster under your bed. How could you bring me home to your mama? Looking like this, looking like this. She'll know I'm a bad influence. How could you bring me home to your dad and expect a good night kiss, good night kiss? He'll know I'm a bad influence. Bad influence. I'm a bad influence. I know that I'm always in trouble. rip us apart. And that always breaks my heart, 'cause I'm so in love with you. How could you bring me home to your mama, looking like this, looking like this? She'll know I'm a bad influence. How could you bring me home to your dad and expect a goodnight kiss, goodnight kiss? He'll know I'm a bad influence. I know the answers to my own questions. When I ask them, I know there's not answers to everything all at once. I'm just trying to be genuine. I hate myself, not cause I think that I'm not worth shit, cause I know that I'm better than any direction that I'm headed in. And in my dreams, it's evident, yeah. Cause I dream of living in the trees. My heart beats to the rhythm of the seasons. It's true, these streets breed diseases. Can I blame them? I have the power to leave them. At least those are words they would have you believing. But what's my biggest achievement? Huh? What's my biggest achievement? Yeah. Run, jump over cracks in the pavement, hop over sidewalks, you are not stationed. Air it with whatever fire you have left. Start with 5 steps and continue the process. Run, let the tears roll, this is freedom. We don't need this control, we need them. Well, machines in a time so fleeting. Tell me something that reminds me to breathe in, 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 in. I feel like I know everything. Say it again and let it in. I feel like I know everything. Say it again and let it in. I feel like I know everything. Say it again and let it in. I feel like I know everything. Say it again and let it in. I feel like I know everything. Say it again and let it in. I feel like I know everything. How fast I can't remember the last time that I fed this ember. I am unraveled as I gather up the slack. I map a path of certain battle. How I exert myself mad at work, a small room till it hurts so bad I can't help but be honest if I wanna see tomorrow. So I give you this and listen, isn't this where you turn around? Isn't this where you turn around? Huh? Run, you are being chased. Jump with the faith, when you land you'll be safe. Race with the pain and the hate, never stop, never wait, never watch anyone else, it's not what you think. Run, feel what it is to get lost and wonder what shelter was like to be under. Run, with everything you keep in the darkness. Run, your hardest, 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 your hardest. I feel like I know everything. Say it again and let it in. I feel like I know everything. Say it again and let it in. I feel like I know everything. Say it again and let it in. I feel like I know everything. Say it again and let it in. I feel like I know everything. I feel like I know everything. All I see is buildings on top of buildings. People taking pills to control their feelings. Walking down the stairs holding on to the railings. Scared of progression, scared of the real thing. So we make an imitation of just about everything. You can't handle the media, needs editing. The sedatives are setting in, you ready to let it in? Now focus, this is no hocus pocus. Don't you read the label on the box? Corrosive, it's most shit you take in your daily dosage. Coasting down a roller coaster, hopeless. The Pope says you can be forgiven for most sins if you believe in Jesus and Moses, and you lack evil in your motives. You know this. And you be at church Sunday when it opens, ready to put money in the envelope, man. Shit, I see shit, I feel shit, I smell shit, I hear shit, I see shit, I feel shit, I smell shit. The radio is bullshit. I don't bother listening anymore, this shit is mental imprisonment. Innocent children growing up the time that we living in. The shit that you listen to while you buzzing on Ritalin. Little minds are at work in the big circus. Technology is giving us a new purpose, where you could look around and never have to surface. And you could tell in between the hook and the verses. People look at earth as a profit and what you can make off it from the time that you hear that you in the coffin. Which isn't often, or isn't long at least. I hear a siren, who called the police? We all teeth when they show up, cause we don't wanna blow up the spot when we all hanging around getting toe up. Grow up so fast we forget to be kids in the city. Shit ain't pretty, man, I'll tell you what it is. Shit, I see shit, I feel shit, I smell shit, I hear shit, I see shit, I feel shit, I smell shit. Look at all this garbage, it's alarming. Obesity's an epidemic, you're Prince Charming. Take you by the army, take you to fast food. Throw your rappers out the window on your way back to your apartment, which is cluttered with snafu. Instead of paying bills, I just got a new tattoo. Threw out the old iPod that I just got last June. Got the new touchscreen, the old Teddy Ruxpin. Sitting in the closet, it just needs some dusting. Next to the old laptop that's probably rusting. Next to the PS1, the PS2 or the PS3, whatever one's new. We call it the babysitter, sit it baby in front of it. Put the control in his hand that he's never gonna quit. He'll grow up to be a big lazy asshole. You thought our generation was the last hope? Shit, I see shit, I feel shit, I smell shit, I hear shit, I see shit, I feel shit, I smell shit. I'm scared to throw caution to the wind. If anything, I won't pretend to be unbreakable again. I'm sorry, I'm fragile, a child in a body that's not my own. Is much too grown. I was just happy with you, it made sense. Now I'm lost in a world as a man that I must reinvent. I don't know what the hell happened. When did we stop talking? When did we stop laughing? Treating hearts like a burden. Talking and it's hard to get a word in. I'm hurting, but my mind knows that's too much to think about, so I blank it out. So I'm inhuman. Spend most of my nights in this room writing. Wishing I could cry, but I'm not in touch with anything inside. Awake in the middle of the night, curtains blowing in the wind, blue light. Life is so simple that it's hard to get right. And that shouldn't make sense, but it's true. Maybe that's the biggest issue. miss you. I'm not happy, I was never good with endings. It's much too much to fathom. This bed is like quicksand, pulling me down. Tell me where you are now. I'm so broken, exhausted, emotion spread so thin, a small ocean. It's changed to a vast puddle, that's the trouble. Cause even when my sails catch the wind, the boat bottoms out, only inches in. A glass bubble, how can I win? Reinvention, begin. Roses, petals, crushed, stomped, forgotten thoughts, spinning eye, electric tide, hide here, inside, place, heart here, divide, questions, ignorance, innocence, guilt, beginning to walk and remember how it feels, sky, opening, overwhelming, void, surfacing, past, confirming, face, cracking, heart, erupting, eyes, welling up, finally, something.
Couple suspicious subjects.
That's for
Harrison 2's 10-8.
That's for Harrison 2, all 7 numbers.
Tech 1's all set.
Cops on my block. I'm 14, got that green, plus my gun, 38 special. Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Run! Through backyards, 20 hits of X, 5 blunts in a glass jar. Home's not that far, wads of cash and a stash in the backyard. On a stolen bike, rolling like Dolomite. Cell phone like size of a brick. Brand new, the latest shit. Got a car radio, don't have a car. Subwoofer box on my bedroom floor. 4 of us in a stolen Ford Taurus. 4 in the morning with orange crush pouring out the window. Anybody have a license? Doesn't matter. 7 hits of acid later. Sitting on the moon's crater.
Cops on the block, kids in the street, blood smoke curling, blood smoke curling, blood smoke curling. Coughed in the bag, eyes bright red, blood smoke curling, blood smoke curling, blood smoke curling.
Ooh, do you see what I see? Cops coming down the street looking for me. They just wanna lock me up. So I keep running 'cause they won't let me be. 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 Yeah.
Grams, pills, brandy, can't understand me. Wake up in my own vomit in some dirty stranger's apartment. Cocksucking cops got a list of kids they wanna lock up, and I'm at the top of it. At the bottom of the block, there's an undercover cop watching the whole operation. Put us in a line, search us. What did we do to deserve this? Got a can of gas and matches. On the way to blow up a car, tar, opium blocks in a tic-tac box, and my sock watch and the clock and a stop. Outside in a t-shirt in the snow, no pain when the cold winds of the winter blow. Looking at the rocks in the road, leaving trails when I'm walking home. Thinking about purpose and what it all is on the surface.
Cops on the block, kids in the street, blood smoke curling, blood smoke curling, blood smoke curling. Coughed in the bag,
satisfied with your point of leverage when you pull that lipstick from out of your purse. And I could tell when you lying to me, you know, like watching a little kid doing magic. You're not awesome with the sleight of hand, and I could tell under your hat is a white rabbit. A couple years ago we'd walk around here on the beach in the snow in the wintertime and fall asleep on a twin-size bed with you curled up around me so close, but I didn't mind. Now I ask you a question, there's a little hesitation while you conjure up a fairy tale and read it back to me with all the characters' voices. Now I hear desperation, and I know all about that, 'cause I was looking for the answers too, except my answer was you. I can't help it, I'm an addict for you, baby. Yeah. You're no good for me, and that's sad, but it's true. Hey, baby, I'm trying to let go. I'm going through the withdrawals. So let me get my fix. Let me get my fix now. Let me get my fix now. Let me get my fix now. Baby, to get my fix now. A couple years ago we were like a movie, and I'd look up at the screen and marvel at us. So when they turned the lights on in the theater at the end, my eyes had a hard time trying to adjust to that. Now focus them back to where we are right now, 'cause that theater collapsed as I'm writing this song. You're calling up my house phone and fucking throwing me off of my track. Now you say you need to be alone, so why you calling my phone? I know I said I can't talk to you no more, but when I say hello, girl, it feels just like home. And you know you're being selfish, and I know it's just the same, but I'll be damned if I can help to answer when you call my name. And you come over my house, keeping me awake, kicking and screaming. And it's cool, girl, I don't need sleep when it's this strange awake. I guess who needs dreaming? I can't help it, I'm an addict for you, baby. Yeah. You're no good for me, and that's sad, but it's true. Baby, I'm trying to let go. I'm going through the withdrawals. So let me get my fix. Let me get my fix now. Let me get my fix now. Let me get my fix now. Baby, to get my fix now. You are the thing that I want, but you are the thing that kills me. I guess it will be, well, what it will be. Either way, I die. Do you feel me? Is this the real me? I don't find this business appealing. I'm sick, I guess I just miss the feeling. I want the real thing. 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 And that's sad, but it's true. Baby, I'm trying to let go. I'm going through the withdrawals. So let me get my fix. Let me get my fix. Let me get my fix. Yeah, let me get my fix. Let me get my fix. My fix. My fix. this little job, stick it up your ass. I wasn't meant to be in a coffin at 27, sitting at a desk that ain't nothing like heaven. Ain't nothing in my life free without a 9 to 7. That's overtime over my dead body. Roll the dice, might as well stay overnight. Cause when I wake up in the morning, I don't even know the days pass. Out of my fucking brain, insane. Wake up like a train, bout to run me over in the middle of the night. Fright running through my veins, how can I explain? My best friend died, my girlfriend lied, and I can't find the words to say what I feel inside. I know it's not healthy, won't somebody help me? Standing on the railing of a bridge in the breezes. I never go to church, but I'm scared of heights, Jesus. Please just make it easier to keep breathing.
Looking over the set, one by one the stars begin to fade over my head, as I beg and plead with angels.
I don't have friends, I'm too stressful. I don't have time, I just wanna be successful. Sick of being poor like everything is alright, when I'm still rocking the clothes from 6 years ago. Writing in my journal all of my secrets. No faith left when the pages can't keep it. Dude, stop stressing me, I don't wanna fight you. I know you got an ego, but I'm scared of what I might do. Pent up aggression keeps swallowing. Bottle shit up, break all the lights in the house fixtures. Sitting in the dark piss cause I can't fix this. Flipping light switches. Burn everything, break everything, smash it. Sitting on broken glass, snow and black ashes. Kill everything medicated with the violence, and leave me to have a panic attack in the silence.
Looking over the set, one by one the stars begin to fade over my head, as I beg and plead with angels. With angels, with angels, with angels, oh, with angels. Looking over this edge, one by one the stars begin to fade over my head, as I beg and plead with angels, with angels.
And realize some things on my bed in the vast of the pitch black. The life I take for granted, time that I'm never gonna get back. I wish she could see it too, cause love is the only thing I need with you. Is this a test from God? Is that why everything's so hard? I never take the easy path. I know my life could end anytime. I remind myself of my mortality to push me to my greatest potential and keep me in line. A couple years ago the thought made me lose it, and all the while I persevered through the music. I told God my life, you can have it back. Then my big sister told me that you have to have Faith. Supposed to let go now? There's something wrong with this merry-go-round, cause it's picking up speed. Is it ever gonna slow down? I never needed answers, cause I felt like everybody else had them. But now that I'm getting older, I could tell that life is a concept that none can fathom. And that's why madness consumes us, just walking along casually. And everything that's so concrete washes away when you see the brittle reality. When you believe in things far beyond words that go against everything that you have ever learned, and go against anything that ever made sense, and trust it beyond all doubt. Commence faith. What's going on? Newborn babies don't ask to be born. We all got thrown into what we call life. They miseducated us, now we're trying to find the light. Time keeps ticking, wrinkles get deeper. We keep pointing fingers cause we're such different people. Child, you so hopeful, thought that you were ready, but now our responsibility is getting heavier. Change your focus from the trees and the far to the people that are blowing in the breeze of the czar. Things that don't matter, all this distraction. How the fuck are we supposed to get satisfaction? Everybody dies, that's the bitter truth. You can beat around the bush, but what good is it gonna do? The minute that finally sinks into your brain to be the moment that sets you free from your restraint. Life itself is beyond comprehension. Science will never be free from God's mention. Good shit and bad shit are made from the same wood. It's the bad shit that makes the good shit good. Yes, you have to learn to love it, that's the nature of it. You can learn a lot from it when it's finally uncovered. It's a game of cards and we were all dealt 5. You can stop being afraid now because you are alive.
You and I, terrible and beautiful, so far from anything usual. I know that I need that light to make it through when there's a war inside. And oh, I can't breathe. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I can't breathe. No, no, no.
Plants started growing and learned to bloom flowers. You can do the same, you were given the same powers. People just suppress themselves and breed hate, cause fear won't let them open up the floodgates. What a sick breed of people feeding into drama. Did you think it wouldn't come back to you in bad karma? They say we have an issue when we have a disposition that isn't like the rest of the world because we're different. I say fuck you, don't tell me what I'm missing. One of my homies lost his whole family, and I know how he feels because I take the time to listen. But how the hell is he supposed to deal with that calamity? Of course life has its repercussions, it's demanding, but such a long way goes a smidge of understanding. Day to day we find ourselves in disarray, remind ourselves of particles and chaos from a flock of pigeons landing. Yet we're still standing, breathing, laughing, shed a couple tears for the past like what happened. You never had a broken heart, then you don't know what life is. I wouldn't trade it for the world because the feeling's priceless.
You and I, terrible and beautiful, so far from anything usual. I know that I need that light to make it through when there's a war inside. And oh, I can't breathe. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I can't breathe. You and I, terrible and beautiful, so far from anything usual. I know that I need that light to make it through when there's a war inside. And oh, I can't breathe. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I can't breathe. No, no, no.
There was a group of 3 men at the door when I walked in, waiting to be seated. I listened to them talking. My guess is they were at least 10 years older, smiles painted from the fact that they were far from sober. And they were talking about a master plan of opening a restaurant across the street. Another round of beers passed from hand to hand to the man speaking, now his thoughts complete. And they don't get the music that these kids listen to. They played better music back when they were passionate. He says when you grow tired of chasing after it, you'll see a person in the mirror that isn't you. And there's a moment where it feels like a funeral, and then the reach of their arms extends to share a hug. And I get it, cause they remind me a lot of me and my friends. I know the bartender, well not her name, but it's not important, though I'm sure that we've exchanged. We share stories of the houses that we live in, with old windows that rattle and let the wind in. She tells me that she's basically nocturnal. Her shift ends when the people all vacate, and that's about 1 o'clock in the morning. But she usually doesn't fall asleep until daybreak, cause she runs around and has to smile for the assholes. She gets stressed out dealing with the drunk eyes. She's soft-spoken and sweet, and for a minute I picture going home to my bed with her in it, holding her, making her laugh so she can calm down and fall asleep while the sky's still dark. And maybe we could wake up and play in the sun, and just then the last call lights come on, cause it's 1. I'm in touch with everybody here, and we share love until we walk out that door and disappear. Some stay hesitant to leave, cause once you're out there, You remember how it feels like it isn't fair. So this moment is a standstill in time, the brief period of rest in between breath, the split second at the peak of when you take a leap and you defy gravity before it pulls you at your feet and throws you out into a world full of insanity, where there's a lot of questions but the answer's never clear to see. We stay guarded from love if we come across it, cause love hardly ever makes sense once you've lost it. And most of us are broke, fixing how to pay the bills, coping with addiction, wishing this shit wasn't real. So when the last call lights come on at the bar, we all rush over and try to forget who